Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna step it up and improve our gearbox. Last time we had a 2 gear. This time we're not gonna do a 3 gear because that requires the 3 shifter that you only get later on. So what we're gonna do is just use two gears and make a 4 gear setup. So we're gonna choose our ratios of the 0.8 for the small to the medium and the 1.25 of the medium to the small. But to get full ratios out of it, we're also going to mix in the 1.1 on one of the two shifters to have the 0.8 and the 1.25 on one side, and then on the other shifter we're gonna have the 1.0 and another 0.8 to give us the four ratios of 0.64, 0.8, 1.0 and 1.25. So let's see what kind of speeds that gives us. Okay, so here we can see a basic layout of that 0.8 and the 1.25 to the 0.8 and 1 ratio, giving us at 4 speed. So let's see what it looks like. Looks really nice. It's just top end is pretty low. So let's switch this up to the 1.25 and then see what it looks like then on the top end. Okay, so here we can see now that's not as aggressive on first, but we gain way more, like almost 30 on the top end, which longer races coming up, that's gonna be nice. So the Mud Bull is the only one that's really short and aggressive, but the others need a little bit more top speed. So, and it's still 23 meters per second, so it's pretty good. Let's build a car. Okay, so here we can see now the first version of this 144, decent top end, but now it's only 16 and the center of mass is a little bit in front of the halfway point. So what we're gonna do is first put more power in there, more power baby, and then we're gonna extend it more forward, the front axle, so we can shift that center of mass just behind the halfway point. Okay, so here's the fixes I've done. Second engine for more power, and I fixed or improved the center of mass by making it longer, and I also gained some space by one row in the back by changing up this gear shifter setup, by changing this setup around. So now it's the 1-to-1 and the 1.25 there. Also made me save one of these corner gears, because now I didn't have to have two on this shaft. It can just straight that. So that shortened this distance here by one block. So it basically shifted all this weight back on the whole chassis by one from here. And that's the longest beam. So we still have the problem where the center of mass is just in front of the halfway line of the car, but it's just in front. So, and I like mid-rear cars, so let's check it out and see how it performs. And like 237, pretty light as well. And there you have it. Easy. Basically, this will be majority of people's first 4-speed because it just works out so nicely. The size to ratios is just basically one of those things that's unbeatable for beginners because to get this size and weight, you would be hard if you don't use these corner gears for this 1-to-1 here to switch it up, because if you just replicate this here, then you'll end up with two gears that's going to give you the 1-to-1, the 0.8 to the 1.25 here, and the 1.25 here to the 0.8 will cancel each other out, so you'll end up with three gears, which, yeah, sure, if you want three gears, but that's a lot more weight, so it's more advantageous just to switch it up and four gears out of the setup. We can also go with funky stuff like putting big gear in here. I don't remember, but I don't think by the second Monarch you have the big gear yet, so this is basically what you're looking at in the beginning. Now obviously you can just more power it, but 27 is already way more than the 15 we had with the 2-speed, so it's more top end, more acceleration, and more gears. So yeah, enjoy your building.